Why did I lose it? Oh, there it is. There, it's back. Oh. Yo ho ho, too bad there isn't a bottle of rum around. No, it is not Monday. It is not far from Monday, but it is not Monday. Not Monday at all. That owl better have a Tootsie Pop for me. As long as it's not that Ruddy Bird Errol. What's going on, Brian, Bud, Chris K, Zerk, Benny, Free Kyle, Mark, Mike, Shu, Usher. Yes, we are working on the community. So if you go to the community, it's down. You can't get in until Tommy, Paul, Spencer, and I do some things to the site to get it up and running. So we got a lot of stuff to do. Tommy got all the users over there. We got all the posts over there. Now he's working on getting all the pictures over there that were in the post. And then we got to set a whole bunch of stuff up. And I am just very computer stupid, so I'm going to need those guys to help me do a few things. I have, we're doing social logins for Facebook, Twitter, and Discord, possibly. This way it's easier for people to register at the site. That wasn't I wanted that. What's up, Spence? What's going on, Tom? Hey, there's Eric. It's still, actually, I tried hitting the app, the old app, somehow. If I click on the app, it actually brings you to the form. But it's I don't know if it's a full app, but you can get on it online on your phone, and it looks really good online on the phone. Yeah, I'm on right now. You come whenever you want. Ba-dum-bum. Kevin, what's going on? Yes, my hands are off it, Chris. I am just doing very basic stuff. There's plugins, these extra things that we have to put on the site, and Tommy was trying to tell me how to put them in, and unfortunately, it's code. He thought it was a regular back end like other sites where I can go in there and I could put the plugins and stuff. I know how to do that, but this was code. And once he found out it was code, I was no longer allowed to go mess around in the back end of things. Nope. It's another place where we may set up registration from. They don't have a YouTube registration, which I wish they did because I wanted to add that too. They just have... I don't know even if they have Instagram. I want to add the social ones on there. This way, everybody could get on without having to go through the whole registration process, because I think that hampers a lot of people. Another cool thing that we will... What's going on, Ush? Another cool thing that we... What's going on, Phil? Another cool thing that we have going on tonight. Kelly will be on with us tonight. Kelly will be on because we know you guys like Kelly better than me, but I have... Thank you very much, Spence. Thanks for sticking around. I have 2 sheets of paper in front of me. Both of these sheets of paper have 15 questions from Less Interesting. Yes, if you missed the newest video from Less Interesting and Dirk, he did a new video. He's got 15 questions for a YouTube creator or a model builder. And Kelly and I are going to go do these tonight live. And not on video, live. So you'll get our answers and her snarky answers probably to these questions. But we will go over these. What's going on, Casey? Good to see you, sir. So whenever she gets down here, we'll do these. The other thing, I wanted to thank everybody. The auction was, in my opinion, a really, really great success for what we did. I will tell you in a second. Let me go back over to the site. I calculated. I went on PayPal today to see how much money that I sent over to Boyd to help him out with his stuff. So between all the kits you guys bought, and I'm waiting on one more payment, and then all of the kits are paid off. We're just waiting. Bud's going to have the rest of the shipping prices on Monday, and then we'll get those shipped out. But we made $2,062 for Boyd and his fund. So we got another $2,062 to help out Boyd. I've been shipping over the money as we got it. Today I sent him over the last big chunk of change of $1,100. So he's every penny helped. It's great that we did that. What's going on, Dan the man? I have 15 Crash 1010 commandments. History of the world. That was great. I have 10 commandments. It's awesome what you guys did. It was a lot of fun. Very, very stressful. I'll tell you this much though, if we do it again, and people are generous with kits and they want to be generous to ship them to me, that would be the best route to go, because going to everybody to get shipping and getting the money and then shipping it over, because I didn't want money going directly to the shipper, because I needed records of everything that was coming in and out. This way I could keep track of it and I didn't miss anything. I kept a log plus the PayPal plus the book, just to make sure that everything was fine and dandy. When the community does get back up and running, we still will have the buy it now for Boyd, so we'll still have kits up there, and if anybody wants to buy those, we'll do it the same way and we'll ship the money over to Boyd. But it was really, really, really good. I invite all of you to take these questions and make a video with your answers. In the words of Chris K. Have fun. What's going on, John? Good to see you. And Jim, great job on helping me out. Very humbling. Nice work, everybody. Yes, Casey, definitely nice job from everybody. It was pretty awesome. Like I said, the last one that's coming in, I got an email already from them. That's one thing I do want to say. I was sending out constant emails. One, I apologize for that, but I needed to. That was another way of me keeping track and letting everybody know what was going on. When I do send you something, read it thoroughly, because there's important information in those things, especially with something as big as this auction was. We did have a couple hiccups, but those were taken care of pretty quickly. So it wasn't too bad, but you gotta read what I'm. It's not like a group build where if you skim over them, I can tell you later what's going on. Something like this where money is involved and we're trying to help somebody out. Everything I send out has to be read and understood. If you don't understand something, you got to get a hold of me or Spence or somebody that's involved, and they will tell you exactly what you got to do and what's going on. For those that are waiting, like I said, it's gonna take a couple more days till Bud gets his, and those will be the last ones to go out. Me and Eric have one for Steve, the Maker's Cave. He got a hold of me today. I'm just waiting on him to ship the money over, and then I'll ship that money, the shipping money, to Eric. Eric will ship his out. Eric has his 32 Ford boxed up, and I have Steve's Mac boxed up. So they're just waiting to go out. And there's a new trick for anybody that's mailing stuff out. I get the boxes from USPS. I get them for free. Some of the boxes, some of the models are too big. So what I do is I'm shipping priority anyhow. I take 2 of their boxes, I cut them, and I make my own box out of their boxes, and then I go by weight. I found out by weight is probably 8 out of 10 times cheaper than their standard rate. So like this would be a medium-sized box, I think, is $18.40 now. So this would have been $18.40 if I didn't go by weight. To ship it over to Steve in Pennsylvania, because I went by weight on this box, because the box was bigger, it was only $10.80. So basically saved $8, a little under $8. So there's a little tip for you on that one. No worries about being late. I told everybody it's going to take a little while for shipping. As long as they're out this week, we'll be good, bud. So don't worry about that. What's going on, Ken? You're having freaking laptop. This laptop has been giving me crazy troubles lately. I'll be scrolling and all of a sudden maybe you computer guys know, because Dell refuses to fix it. The screen, like the words, you can see them jumping, and then all of a sudden the page will like infinite scroll, go black, and I got to redo the whole computer. So once I could save up some more money, I'm getting off this Alienware. I'm going to get another new computer, and then I'm going to give this one to Tommy because he knows ins and outs of computers, and he'll fix this. This way he's got a laptop besides his desktop, so he could do stuff on that. Well, happy early birthday, Brian. Happy early birthday. Bud just had a birthday too. Happy birthday, Bud. Stop looking at... I don't look... The only time I look at naughty sites is on my phone. That's right. We go to what do we have? Sprue Hub. We had Sprue Hub at one point, and that's the naughty things. Now, you go anywhere, everything's naughty now. I don't go on naughty things on my computer. That would be bad. Keep losing Wi-Fi. That stinks. Well, this one right now they're saying the bit rate is too low. And I think there's something wrong with my Wi-Fi connection with the laptop too, because it's saying I'm only at 2693 kilobytes, and the recommended is 6800, and literally the Wi-Fi router is maybe 8 feet away. It isn't that far away. The other good thing that's going on here is I can't do it, but my mom has been, because she cannot sit down. This lady, Kenny calls her the Terminator because she can't sit down. She can't stop. She moved all her boxes. Dirk Pitton here has seen the massive mess that was in this garage. Not mess, but how packed the garage was because of all of Mom's stuff in here, tools and everything like that. But Dirk, the whole corner where the bins are, now the tools are nicely arranged on that side. The bins are in the other room waiting to go in the shed. And she cleaned up the whole tool area. So slowly but surely, don't call me Shirley, everything is getting organized and getting ready for when the sheds come and can be moved out. And then I'm going to start work on the shop, and we'll get the shop up and running. What's going on, Nick? With the speaking of the community, with the transfer, there might be some glitches. We might lose some posts, not all the posts. We might lose some posts, and some people may have to re-register because there is always a glitch going across. But right now, I looked. I think we have everybody back because I was looking through all the members. I seen all the members. It actually has pulled over how long you've been on the site. So it pulled over a lot of information from the last form. And Tommy said it's going to take him a few days to get all of the pictures over. Very nice things about the new community. I'll tell you a few things. You're going to have to get used to it because it's a totally different layout, totally different feel. So it'll be a little frustrating at first. But the nice things are, like Phil was having troubles posting pictures because and somebody else was having posting pictures from their phones. I can't post pictures from my phones because for some reason the pictures are too big on the phone for the limit we had on the old form. The new form, you don't have to go to a third party or anything like that. Spence and I were testing it the other night. I put in a raw file. It was 6,000 by 4,000 pixels or something like that. Very huge. Very huge. 7.2 megabyte file. The site automatically will reduce your files for you now. So you don't have to go outside of the site to a third party to reduce files or anything like that. Your pictures will get reduced automatically, and it'll usually bring it down to 100 or less kilobytes, and it'll keep the clarity. So we don't have to worry about that. That will be on there, and you can post as many pictures as you want. Tommy's, hold on. Tommy's always CENTCOM. Oh, hold on. I want to read this because Tommy's always sending me military action. What did we do? As part of ongoing international efforts to respond to increased Iranian-backed Houthi destabilizing and illegal activities in the region, approximately 11:30 p.m. Sana time, alongside UK armed forces with the support of Australia, Bahrain, Canada, Denmark, the Netherlands, and New Zealand, conducted strikes against 36 Houthi targets at 13 locations. Sweet! Fuck those motherfuckers up. Sorry, guys, about the cursing, but it gets me a little excited when, as a veteran, the U.S. military is handling stuff. I like it. I like it a lot when we're handling stuff. An ED209 glitch. I use it. You're not going to have to use the compression app. You'll be able to upload straight from your phone, Benny, now, or wherever you upload from, which is nice that the pictures, you don't have to go to a third party, or I don't have to do what I usually did. I would take the pictures on my phone and either email them to myself, or I'd take the pictures on one of my digital cameras, and then I'd go into Photoshop, I'd resize them, and then put them up. I don't even have to do that anymore. Now I could just slap them on the site, and they'll be going. What's going on, Chuck Skull? Good to see you. Ruben, what's up, dude? Kevin, Ken, yo. Matt, what's going on? Hi, diddly ho. Hi, diddly ho, good neighbor. The other thing that's nice on the new form is there's going to be chat channels. So we'll have chat channels where you don't have to go to a Discord or anything like that. We'll have a general one for just the chit-chatting, one for models, and one for 3D printing, because that's all we had on the other one, and you'll be able to go in there. Instant private messaging or instant direct messaging, however you want to call it. No more. You can send messages like an email type message through the site and wait for somebody to answer that one, or if you know somebody's on and you don't want to be in the full group chat, there are private instant messaging chats. So those are two features on there also. We will be losing the ability to make albums and stuff like that. I'm not too worried about that, because going over statistics on the old site, not a lot of people went to look at the pictures there. They looked at the pictures on the forum themselves. So I'm giving up some stuff to gain other stuff. There's also a thing we're gonna lose the you're not losing your post count at all. Your post count is coming over, but sorry, Dirk, you're gonna end up stuck at Captain forever, because I don't think there's a way for me to do what I was doing on there. But there are things that are on there called trust levels, and they run from 0 to 4. And it doesn't mean how trustworthy you are, but it's how much a person posts and interacts with the form. As they interact more and they show that they're actually a community member who's, talking to people, liking stuff, creating their own posts, you go up in trust levels, and it'll open up more features that you can use on the site. If you're a trust level 0, you're not going to be able to do much. Trust level 1, not much, but like the 3s and 4s will be able to vote instead of us having to bring judges in for any of our group builds or anything like that. I want to keep it community based, so we're going to make it how the 3 and 4 people that actually use the site will be able to vote for their favorites. So anybody that's going to be 0, 1, or 2 that are rarely on the site, or if somebody decides that they're going to invite all their friends over to vote for them, we'll have new members on the site, but they won't be able to vote because they did nothing on the site. So that's a good thing. I found an app that resizes pictures on your phone. You can make the pictures as small. Oh, that's very cool, Phil. Yeah, we won't need a Discord. Exactly. We won't need a Discord at all. Permanent specialist second class. I feel like Henson Kim. That's yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to do something like that, Benny, so it has that little bit of a feel to it. We're still figuring out all of the little ins and outs of the site, and I'm sure we'll figure out more as we go on and add certain features, or if certain features aren't worth it, we'll take those features off. Like I found a calendar feature. I got to see how it works. This way we could put in, if people know shows, we could put in show dates, and it'll, you can look at the calendar and be like, oh, this show's coming up. We could put in group build dates when they run from. So we're figuring out a lot of stuff. There's a lot of cool features to the new program that we're working on. Yes, I got to keep my chief status. Is it going to be a 2023? Yes, there will be. There will be one this month at some point. I got to get all the pictures set up, and like I said when we were doing, because Boyd's thing was a lot more important than the 2023 group builds. Now that we're done with the auction and everything, I am home on disability again because my back is messed up. So we'll go through it. My back is effed up again. I have to go get a colonoscopy, because of some issues I'm having. And also, the first doctor I went to said I only had one cyst on my liver. And I was telling this last time if you weren't here. The doctor looked at my paperwork and said, no, there's 2 cysts, one on each lobe, and he's going to have me go and they're going to inject me with the dye, and they're going to look at these cysts to make sure they haven't gotten bigger and that they're not cancer. So I highly doubt it that they are, because the blood work is good. I probably would have shown in the blood work, but I love juice. We will find out. We will find out. So I got a lot of medical things to do while I'm out. You know, I'm seeing my physical therapist 2 to 3 times a week. I'm taking care of that. It just sucks getting old. Going to sign off, falling asleep. Good night, Matt. Good seeing you, kind sir. We shall see you soon. But yes, Jalen, I'm gonna go through. Hopefully, I have all the pictures. If not, I have to wait for Tommy to finish the site so I could grab all the pictures, and then we'll do it. So we will get that in. Hopefully this month. If not, we'll do it in March, and we'll still have a 2023 whatchamacallit, community vote for their favorites. Yeah, it's I'm a cysty kind of guy. I had a cyst in my shoulder taken out in the Army, cyst in my leg. These he said they're probably nothing, pretty common stuff, but it's always best to have it checked out to make sure. Thank you very much, Eric. It's always best to make sure, especially most of us are getting up in age, to make sure that it's nothing, then wait and then it's something. So it's better to get it on. Hate to say this, but haven't been in the HLI shop in a good while. Go to the shop. I don't know how that came up, Dan, but go to the shop. We just did a few sales on the shop. I actually told Paul we got to start promoting that and on the faces of the book, Dirk's favorite place, because we did more sales when we did advertising on Facebook than just word of mouth. So we got to put out a lot more advertising. If you don't know, we do have our own shop, shop.hobbylinkinternational.com. Tommy has the feeders, so he's getting that all set up to make new boards, and I know Spence is working on some stuff, so there'll definitely be new boards. It's just a very, very slow process. Yeah, we're old. Going to the hospital on Tuesday to find out when my kidney biopsy will be. Good luck on that, Mark. I hope everything's okay and that it is nothing. Did he just say he was a sissy guy? That's what the meme is going to say. Did I say? I didn't say that. Did I? Playing around with the site. Yeah, community, anybody that's stopping in now, the community is shut down for now. It'll probably be shut down for the next 5 to 10 days while we get everything up and running. Once it is up and running, we will let everybody know that they can come back, and we'll tell you how to get in and what to do. No, he said you are a sissy guy. Chrissy. No new kits or anything like that. The printer is up and running, which is a good thing. I haven't touched the base. The base is almost done on the Green Lantern. I just got to paint it black, and then I could start moving over to the other good stuff. Starting on the foam itself. I could lay down the sand, put the parts on there, start weathering it, and all that other good stuff. So you're seeing a lot of shorts from me on it. Besides the shorts, I do take full video, so you're only getting glimpses of stuff on the shorts. Once it's all done, I'm just going to put together, it'll probably be 2, maybe 3 videos. I'll do a video of the base, then I'll do a video of the model kit itself, building the model kit, maybe just doing the robot and then Green Lantern, so maybe 4, and then a finale of it. That was lame, Shoe. Come up with your own material. You guys are so mean. You guys are so mean to each other. Trying to think of what else is going on here. Not really a whole hell of a lot. A lot of laying around, a lot of taking medicine. Watching Mom do stuff, because, like I said, she's the Terminator. She can't sit down, and the only thing we're waiting on now is our good friend Kelly to come down, sit with us, and we'll do the 15 questions. So you know what? Let me put you on hold for a second, because you know what? Let's see if she's got her phone. Let's just call her. Let's call her instead of getting up, because I'm just too lazy to get up. We'll put her on speaker. I've had a messed up back for many, many, many years, bud. I'll tell you in a second as soon as we see if Kelly picks up her phone. Thank you very much, Jim. Still a lot of work to go on the base. Just hopefully tonight.
Hello?
Hey, when are you gonna come down and we're gonna do our Dirk Pitt less interesting interview?
Oh, okay. All right, I gotta pee, and then I'll be down.
Okay, that was on speaker and live on the live stream, so everybody
Well,
now knows you have to pee.
well, everybody that's on the show pees, so they get it.
Okay,
All right, bye.
wise ass even on the phone. Okay, so we'll have Kelly after she goes tinkle. But I've had a bad back for many, many years. It stems all the way back to hockey because my favorite position playing hockey was center. I was center most of the time, and my favorite thing was to stand in front of the net and harass the goalie. And I used to get cross-checked a lot in the back. And when I played hockey, Dirk knows equipment wasn't what the kids have today. I was showing little Kenny that shoulder pads would cover up to here. Your whole back was open. Your pants were very low. So I got wrecked doing that. And 28 years of climbing poles and sitting on poles with a belt in your back. It's just, wear and tear. My right eye, and I removed Thursday. Thankfully, it wasn't. Oh, thank God it wasn't anything serious, Phil. I hope you're recovering well from that. I've had a bad back way before I was even on the interwebs. Okay, so I'll poke the bear. The 1537th Reliant. I am going to buy one. I am going to buy one. I have one up there, but I am going to buy another one. Do like the scale, but I still would have loved to seen a 350 scale Reliant. Hopefully one day they come out with it. I highly doubt it. I won't bet money on yes, Kelly on the show, getting classy. But yeah, I'm definitely going to buy one. Actually, you know what, Spence? Spence, you plan on getting one? I didn't watch the All-Star game. They've just been getting goofier and goofier, so it's not like the old-time All-Star games. The high-quality 537 scale. Hey, George, I'm glad you got the package and made it safe and sound. I'm glad it made it. I'm just waiting to see if Spence is gonna get one. No, I'm not gonna print up a 350 scale. That I couldn't do that on this little. You know how many pieces that? Just way too many pieces. And me, I'm still holding out high hopes for a 12K max from Anycubic. More room with the 1000 scale. Definitely more room with the 1000 scales. Could fit a lot more of those. I still want a 350 though. 537 is very nice. But Spence, if you, since probably getting one but haven't pre-ordered. All right, I'm going to talk to Paul because we'll probably come up with lighting for that. So I'm going to tell Paul that we're going to get you one. This way you have one in your hands for because you're going to be designing the boards and we're going to all have a hand in it, but you're mostly on it. This way you can see the kit and know exactly what's going on. So I'll get a hold of Paul tonight and we'll get you one of those. We will definitely get you one. More room with the one that I seen that. Bud's onto a lot of cash. I wish I had that much cash. That would be a nice amount of cash to have. Oh my goodness gracious. So if we get that, I'm definitely, like I said, I'm definitely getting one. Have the newer one in the stash, and I'll have the older one in the stash, and we'll see what's going on with that. Doing hopefully I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks I'll have Green Lantern done, and then I really want to do Dick Tracy. I did put up the thing about which 3D print, so I might print up one of the girls that everybody picked, but I want to do Dick Tracy next. I love that kit. I don't know why. I've always loved that Dick Tracy kit, but I think it's a pretty cool kit. I have 137 scale Reliant, but never finished it. Yeah, I never even started mine. You were going to give me a laundry list of what you wanted to see in the Reliant Pope. I suck with laundry lists. Well, we know we want navs and strobes if it has those. We got to see, can the upper arch bar, you think wires could get through there for the, what's on top? The photon torpedoes are on top? If we could get that lit up. What I really want to do, Spence, is look at parts. I want to get a little more and get everybody excited. I want to get a little more creative with the boards if we can, looking at parts. I want to get away from having to get up off my lazy ass and going over to the model and pressing a button for it to fire. Tommy wants to do it too, get into an app with Bluetooth on our phone that we could sit back and press the fire button from here to there and let it go. So I want to try to start getting into that, which means a little more pricey, but it's a better feature than having to get up off my lazy butt. What? No new feature? Spence, if they got it for you, then you have no choice to make a line. Exactly. Hey, Chris, I'm still waiting on my Thunder and Lightning kit. I printed Storm. Oh, nice. Very nice. Storm from the Fantastic Four. The one that won out was the Huntress. I posted up a video with 3D prints to print up next, and the Huntress won out. The only bad part about the Huntress is she has a beautiful base, but I would have to reduce it so much that it would be a tiny figure. And the reason I wouldn't slice her base is because the base has a lot of intricate parts on it. Slicing it would definitely ruin it. Even putting the supports on it is going to ruin the back of it. Luckily, it's all in the back, so that, it sucks with all the little support marks will be on it, but you have no choice with 3D printing. You have no choice with the 3D printing. None at all. Kelly's slow tonight. Kelly is definitely slow. So we had the shrimp scampi for dinner. Watch Ben Bills. You can put wires through, and this is true. Thundercats board. Why would you want that? Uh-oh. She even has a cup of coffee. She has a cup of coffee. And here, take care, Casey. Take care, buddy. I'll get the other chair, babe. I'll get the other chair. Let me move out of your way. I'm going to take these questions so you can't look at them just yet. You can...
Are they hard? Am I going to be...
No. They're fun questions. You go sit and say hello.
Okay.
For a minute. We'll get them adjusted to being so happy they have their Kelly.
Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Hi, guys. What do you have? I always do that. Okay.
Okay.
I have my coffee. This is like an altar, so I have to use one of these things.
Loves coffee.
Yeah. It's like people make fun of me because I make coffee before I go to bed, but I take Tylenol PM.
You're a drug addict.
You
got your upper and your down.
I'm walking on... It's just... What is that? Just, I don't know. I'm a walking contradiction. All right, so how is everybody? I hope everybody is doing really well.
Did I tell you?
What?
Today? I added up on PayPal. We made Boyd over $2,062. We made $2,062 for Boyd.
That's great.
These guys did.
You guys are great. No, I know. You guys are great. I never met Boyd, but I've heard so many wonderful things about him, and I know that this was definitely, who expects this, who wants this, but from what I hear, he's, just being positive and all those good things, and to have people like you in his corner, it's like the universe is hopefully working in speed mode to get him healthy again and put all this behind him, and he and his family can enjoy their time thinking about good things, and you all made that possible for him. So I've said it before, I've said it many times, and I'm saying it again. This is the best community. Like, if communities like this was everywhere, we would have no problems. And I really do mean that. From the bottom of my heart, I truly do mean that. You guys are incredible. It's not politically correct to say you guys, but go with it. I have get the feeling you're not politically correct.
We're all over 40, I think, except for a couple.
So we're all Generation Xers?
Almost everyone. We might have a few over Generation X.
And also, I want to say that Two. It was I noticed last week that for those of you who didn't know that I am a vapor. Because I never really did it on camera before. Maybe snuck it here and there. I noticed that last week I was, yes, I am Kelly Conklin and I am a vapor. And I'm so sorry if that bothers anyone. Not saying that it would, because I don't think it would, but yes. I was a smoker for a long time. And I wanted to quit for my son, you know. And so, and Kenny had quit at that point. And so I just said, you know what? I got to do it. And I felt, and I've tried before, but I missed it, you know? Yeah, I missed it. I mean, I know there's other people that may say, oh, you know, it's an addiction. Yeah, I think it is. I do. But I liked it. I really did. I have to say, I enjoyed smoking. You know, string me up. But I knew that it was getting to that point where I had to quit. And so my last cigarette was in 2019, and August of 2019. And the vaping helped me, you know, like not go back. And I never did go back.
Shift your focus over a little bit with that chair, please.
Even though I'm still asthmatic, it has, like, my asthma has improved greatly. So despite like a lot of bad things that are said about any of those things, I mean, it would be nice if we didn't do any of those things. But if anybody was bothered by that, I apologize. I will try not to.
I smoked for decades. Chantix, and helped me out quit. Now the Chantix, I heard that gives you some crazy dreams. I'm over 40.
I tried
not over
that.
40, but I understand idioms enough to not care too much.
I tried the
Chantix, but not
Chantix.
anxiety and lack of funds. Yeah, smoking definitely causes the lack of funds, like Jalen said.
The what?
Smoking, it's expensive.
Well, in New York, I don't know how much
New
it
York
is
is
by
$17
cigarettes.
a pack.
$70. That's how much it costs to go over the outer bridge.
Some people are like that, bud. They like the smell of smoke.
My mom does.
I quit for 14 years for the first wife. Oh boy.
With or for?
4.
Oh, nice.
I understand idioms and idiots. Tammy smoked for over 45 years, been smoke free for over 4. Nice, good for her.
Good for her.
That's 12th will be 6 years off smoking. See, we're all older, so
Yeah.
we grew up on smoking.
I mean, like when we were
We got
growing up,
pictures of grandparents with cigarettes
I
over the
know.
babies.
We were growing up. I mean, the movies, all the movies that we watched. Come on, they all had a cigarette, you know. So
Krista never smoked.
who?
Chris, he never
Chris?
smoked. No, he just injects.
Oh, mainlines. Yeah.
Yep.
It's, hey, I'd mainline coffee if I could. This week was very very stressful.
Oh, happy Golden Retriever Day to anybody that has Golden Retrievers.
Today's Happy Golden Retriever Day. This week sucked. I'm so glad it's over. But you know, it is what it is. And then it was brought to my attention.
That's right.
So
We're doing it live, not on a video where we can think about
practice.
it. We can't practice. I know the questions.
All right, so it was brought to my attention that you enjoyed last week's show, and that made me happy because, let's be honest,
50 years.
I brought a little excitement to it, you know. So then Kenny told me that this was, you know, something that you guys wanted us to do.
This is from Dirk,
It's
and
from
less
Dirk.
interesting.
Dirk Diggler?
Dirk Diggler. I don't know if he's Dirk Diggler, but
Well, when I think of Dirk, that's what I think of. If you ever saw Boogie Nights, you'd get it.
nope, never done drugs either. I'm naturally this cool. Smoke the weed. Just puts me to sleep.
No, makes me hungry.
Never smoked. My mom smoked up the day she died from COPD. Actually, that sucks. What's going on, Jim? Not a smoker. So it's natural for you, Chris. Where's God's coffee, the finest organics.
Hey, Bud. That's my buddy.
Kelly rocks.
I love Bud.
Yeah, I watched my grandfather die of smoking. And I was an idiot and still smoked.
I just don't understand what the problem. Like, and I'm not being like. I know truly, I'm not being sarcastic. And we've talked about this, but the first time you quit, I was so like jealous that you were able to, and I'm like going to be the shriveled old smoker, and you quit, and so I quit, and then you went back, and I mean, I
fell off.
You know, like he has a very, you know, he deals with a lot of stress. You know, the commute alone. You know, I know it was very stressful. I'd still trade places with you. If that's all I had to bitch about was the traffic.
Customers. I try to avoid the customers anyhow.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got 15. Don't look at them yet.
Okay. Is this stuff we have to answer?
We're going to answer them.
Okay.
We got 15 questions from Dirk. I just left the dispensary. Did you really? No gummy. Did you get gummies or are you rolling?
I saw a machine.
Dude, if I smoked with you, I'd be knocked out on the couch. I'd be like, that could be another answer to one of these questions. But if I don't use that, I'm going to use a different one, and then I'll tell you that story later.
Do I have to? All right.
No, you don't have to hide them. You don't have to hide them. So.
Okay.
So I guess you'll go first on the first one, and we'll flip back and forth. So if you haven't watched Dirk, one of his latest videos, we have all 15 questions here. Kelly will read her question. She'll start, and then we'll go back and forth, and we'll chit chat about the questions. Dirk probably left. No, I think he had a cheer thing with his daughter, so he might be listening. He might be listening.
Oh boy.
All right, so start. You want me to start?
Do I have to ask you these questions?
No, we got the same exact questions.
So, all right, explain the point of this. We ask
To let people
them,
know.
or we know about
you're
each other.
going to read it, and you're going to tell your answer to you're going to tell them your answer.
All right. Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
You go first.
All right, I'll go first. So less interesting. His first question to Dirk, and unfortunately, we had to see Dirk in his bedroom. What was your first car? My first car was a 1976 Malibu Classic. It was maroon with a quarter vinyl top, Krager wheels. The license plate was 407 XSP. I remember. That was my dad's car. He gave me that car. It was an awesome car. That thing was a friggin' tank.
Really?
If I could have that car again.
Really? You never mentioned it.
Yeah, I got a picture right here on my phone.
You never mentioned it to me before. I believe you. I'm just
picture.
saying you never mentioned it before.
I got a picture.
Secrets.
Where is it? I got pictures of my cars on my phone.
We all have skeletons.
There's my first baby.
Now look at that car. What would make me think?
Oh no, it was a full
that's
vinyl. I thought it was a quarter vinyl top.
Oh
it was
my
full.
God! That's like a pimp car.
I don't know if they'll be able to.
That's a pimp
I don't think you'd
car.
be able to see it very well, but that is my
Did you wear like
1976
white patent leather shoes?
Malibu Classic. This was awesome car. The best was I broke the speedometer by accident, so the needle didn't sit on 0 anymore.
Right.
It sat under 0. So me and Alex were going down Queens Boulevard from work.
Right. Of course.
And I was doing 100, which means we were doing about 115 down Queens Boulevard.
You're the problem with that boulevard.
All of a sudden, it was 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden, this dopey dog comes walking out. I hit the brakes, doing 115, 120. The car spun 180. I was facing traffic. Thank God there was no traffic. There's smoke everywhere. Don't hit the dog. Dog's fine. He makes it across the street. Some asshole doing the freaking speed limit. All you heard was boom, and hit the freaking dog. I missed the dog at 120 miles an hour.
Why did you have to tell that story?
Because I had to tell the story. So what was your first car, Kelly? Go ahead. What was your first car?
I'm definitely not.
I don't have skeletons. Monty's were nice. I love my Malibu though. 77 Chevy Monty. Oh, Dad's car. See, a lot of people 72 Chevy Impala. My dad had Ford Galaxy, black paint with red interior. Nice. So what was I know your first car.
What was it?
You tell him the question.
All right, so my first car was I don't know what year it was, what it was.
1993.
In 1993, Ford Escort LX?
Yeah.
LX. It was a 4-door.
It was nice.
And
it was a 5-door.
Oh yeah, it had a hatchback. And I got it. My best friend Christina, her dad, they had a house. Well, Taya had a house
Yes, it is, Spence.
in the Hamptons, and her father is like was always like very helpful. You know, like if he thinks you need something, then he'll go looking for it. You know, so she told him that I was looking for a car, and they found a car. It only had 10,000 miles on it. It was like an older person had owned it, and so I went
What?
with Christina to the Hamptons, bought the car, and I had never driven on a highway before, and I had to drive this car home. And Christina was probably the best person to drive with because I'm driving on the Belt Parkway in the middle, right? And I'm like this, but I had these two fingers up because Christina would light a cigarette and then put it in my hand, and I wouldn't like move the steer, like I just wouldn't move. Um, but I made it home. And then I got, the club. Remember the club to lock your car so that, and then I got an alarm. I had that car for a long time. And
Over 100, I think it was
yeah,
140,000 miles.
I think, well, you shared a story, so I'm going to share a story. I had that car for a long time, right? And
What's up, one?
we were living in Astoria at the time, but my family all lived in Staten Island, so if I wanted to see them, it was a hike, right? But this one night I went out, and we were having a problem because the rear view mirror kept falling off. The air conditioning didn't work, like it was really starting to go. And I went to my cousin's one night, and we were having like a girls' night and whatever, and then I said, let me go home. And as I'm just getting on the Gowanus to get onto the Belt Parkway, no, the BQE, sorry, the rear view mirror falls off. And if I could say, I almost shit because I can't see. Like, I'm not one of those drivers who it's like, oh, no problem, I got the side, like I rely on the rear view mirror. And I was like scared, like how am I going to drive home like this, and all of a sudden I felt like this really cold air like coming through the vent, like it felt like air conditioning, and I'm like, okay, this is not so bad because like I feel cooler now, and then I put on the radio to try to distract myself, and Hey Jude by the Beatles came on, and I took that as a sign that it was my grandma. The reason why was because when I was a baby, my mom, huge Beatles fan, my father was a huge Beatles fan, and so I grew up listening to, shut up,
I'm laughing at what Chris
so
wrote.
I grew up listening to it, and my grandmother actually learned the words to Hey Jude so she could sing it to me whenever I cried when I was a baby. So a lot of levels to that, and that song came on, and I was like, okay. So I'm driving, and the most amazing part was that when I looked like this at the mirrors, no car was around me at all. I like drove home like where cars were just at a distance. And it wasn't because of my driving, before you make a joke. I really think it was like intervention. But yeah, that was probably the scariest experience I ever had really driving.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now, what was everybody saying to make you laugh?
Well, Chuck has never driven in a car ever. Not driven in, but driven a car. Who said what that made me laugh?
My grandfather
Chris
rode
said,
sea turtles.
That's my grandfather rode sea turtles everywhere. That's the one. Oh, jeez. Okay, I went first. I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll do this one then. I'll go for. How about that? I'll just go first, and then you follow up.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question would be, what would be the first thing you buy if you won the lottery? The very first thing I would do if I won the lottery?
Yep.
Pay this mother effer off. I would pay this house off. That would be the first thing I do. And then I'd go willy-nilly and buy my boat and all that other good stuff. That would be the first thing I do. There's not much to elaborate on that one. But if I won the lottery, house is getting paid off, and then we could do all the additions and all that other crap on here. So what would you buy? What would you buy? 2 front teeth?
I would.
Freedom!
Divorce? No, divorce lawyer? No. That's a funny answer, but that's not the true answer. Uh, I don't know. I mean, if you're,
Would
you
you
know,
buy?
well, I mean,
Would you pay off the house if you won?
yeah. I mean, I think what I would do, I already have my plan. If and when that were to happen, I would definitely, I would put half of it in a trust for Kenny, for sure, to make sure that he was taken care of. And I want to see the world, man. I just would want to see like all the places, not like the places, all the places, not like the places that you see, like, oh, I want to go to Paris, or oh, I want to go here. I want to go to like these beautiful places that are not like very popular, you know, but are like these gems,
property,
you know.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I love my house, so that would be the first thing I
would
do.
definitely buy a horse. Absolutely, would buy a horse.
We don't need the top 10 things. What would be the first thing? We got 15 questions here.
It's gonna be a different answer if you keep driving me nuts.
We got 15 questions here, lady.
All right. Go ahead.
This is a simple one. We know the answer to this one because it's sitting
boy,
right
we're
there.
wasting time. You better answer it.
I'm gonna beat you on camera. I'm gonna beat you on camera, lady. No more traveling for me. I've been places.
I've been places.
Captain Jack Sparrow stole that story about riding sea turtles from my grandpa. Coffee or tea? Tea for me. I hate coffee.
Coffee.
I hate coffee. Can't stand it.
You know when I drink tea? When I'm feeling a little, when I have
You know
a
who
sore
drinks
throat.
tea? Sophisticated people.
Well, you are British.
Like Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
You are English, after all.
Fuck the English. That's my Irish side coming out. Only kidding, my English friends. Only kidding. I've been duped my whole life. I've been duped my whole life. There's got to be some Irish in there somewhere. There's got to be.
Maybe that's why we fight. I'm Irish and Scottish. Can you imagine? And he's British.
I found out that coffee, not me.
Coffee. Oh, God. And all kinds of coffee. I've never had espresso. I'm afraid like I would poop myself if I drank it because it's very, very strong. But I love like coffee, cappuccino, coffee.
I'm sorry, Dirk. I hate coffee. I can't. I was abused in the military for not drinking coffee.
Little Kenny wants to try coffee. He used to love. Well, we used to go. This is like makes me look like a white trash mother, but we're amongst friends. When we used to go to the gas station so I could get gas, I would always go in and get a cup of coffee, and he would say, "Mommy, can I make the coffee for you?" And he used to make it so good. Maybe that's not white trashy, but bringing him to a gas station and you make my coffee. I don't know, but yeah, and he did such a nice. It was so good, so tasty. I hate that word.
Janeway drank coffee. How do you explain that? That is her one character flaw. Jean-Luc Picard. Tea. All about the tea. I only drink champagne, Bob Bruce.
I have mimosas.
Grandpa had 2 turtles. He named them left and right. What the fuck?
Oh, did he see it? Did he go to?
I think he's been shooting up. I think Chris is shooting up right now.
What did he go to Did he go to the dispensary?
He might have went to the dispensary.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I'll go. What was your most embarrassing moment? I would have to say my most embarrassing moment is because of this woman right here. Most embarrassing moment.
Oh God.
I'm
embarrassed for you right now.
We were at a very nice Christmas party of Kelly's. Having a good time, drinking, having fun. So she decides she's going to introduce me to one of her lawyer friends because she was a legal secretary for a long, long time. A very big law firm, high-end lawyers and all that good crap. So she brings me over to this gentleman. And we're talking, and she goes,
very handsome guy.
Yeah. She goes, isn't he a good-looking guy? And what do I say to this man in front of her? I said, yeah, if I was gay, I'd say he's good-looking. And he looks at me dead in the eyes and goes, I am gay. And my head dropped, and I was like, thank you very much, Kelly. You could have told me the man was gay before I made one of my stupid...
When was there time?
You
When
tell.
would there be time? Hey,
You-
I'm going to come and introduce you to my gay friend. No, I don't
Yes.
introduce people
Yes,
like that.
because you know I'm going to say something if you say, "Is he good
Well, I
looking
didn't know
guy?"
you were going to say something stupid. Like, you're always on me for every little thing that comes out of my mouth.
Yes. So
I never thought
so
that was
all
going to happen.
all because of Kelly. That was.
You know what?
I'm trying to think what I was laughing at just a second ago.
I'm not secretly happy that happened to him because he does.
He was a nice guy though.
Brian, yeah, he's a
Very
really
nice
sweet
guy.
guy. He gets on me for so much stuff. Don't say this. You shouldn't. Not here, but I'm just saying, like in general, because you never know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, he got a little bit of it back. Good for you.
I'm trying to think of what the other embarrassing moment was. I just had a little while ago. I was laughing to myself about it, and I can't remember what it was. I don't even remember what the fuck we're talking about.
You cursed.
I did.
Don't you try to say the F word.
I did.
I
What would be your most embarrassing moment?
hold on. I'm thinking.
You put
Hold
me. While you, I'm trying to think of the other one. Ask Tammy who her daddy was. We'll leave that. Who's your daddy? I love coffee, but it's probably because my brother, great uncle's best friend's nephew's sister's uncle invented coffee.
All right.
That's right, Benny. Never ask a guy if another guy's good looking.
This wasn't. Oh, this was a good one.
Chris said you didn't know he was going to say something stupid. Was this the second day you knew him? Well, we knew each other a while.
We were married.
Yeah, we were married. We were married by then. Okay, she knew me a while. Instant karma.
Yeah, but he doesn't really, I mean, like he talks, on this and, when he's out and about and he feels comfortable, he's definitely an extrovert. But it takes him like a minute. Like when we're in a public function, he's usually a little bit more reserved. I never thought that was good. He was going to say that.
I had quite a few in me at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty loaded.
That was the night, and then we left. Remember Danielle and her husband got into that fight. She was screaming at him, and I'm yelling at them in the rain. God. Yeah. All right, so my most embarrassing moment, he wasn't with me. Okay, so
he picked the beans.
I went out. When I worked with lawyers, I had some of the lawyers were about my age, a little bit younger. We were all like in our 30s, and we decided to go out one night, and I wasn't really eating a lot at that point. It wasn't on purpose. It was just like a lot of stress, being a new mom and everything. And this one night I went out and we started drinking Merlot. I never had Merlot, but that was the in thing at that point. So I remember I had 3 glasses of Merlot. So my friend at the time said, hey, why don't we go? There's this really nice upscale like burger place. I don't even remember where it was, in Manhattan. So we get there and I was hammered, right? Bad. And we had to wait about.
This is true, Shu.
This is what?
He said, now we know why Kelly isn't working there anymore.
So we had to wait like a bit for the table. And then finally the table was open. So at that moment, I looked at my friend. I said, I got to pee, right? I pee a lot. So I went into the bathroom and it was like, a few women in there. And I went into a stall not knowing that it was broken. I didn't see the sign that it was out of order. Now, when you're drunk, you don't do things the way you would do them if you were sober, right? So if like when I'd go into the stall, I would lock it, I'd put my bag up, and then do what I had to do. I had my other bag, and literally just pulled down, sat down like this, right? And I'm peeing. And then instead of like standing on the toilet, and I reached behind me and flushed. I still don't know why I did that. And all of a sudden, water started shooting up through my legs up from the toilet. And I was so fucked up that I went, oh shit. I didn't even jump up. I was just like, oh no. So I get up. I'm soaked. Thank God I had black slacks on. I was soaked. I had water dripping from the cuffs of my pants, right? So I get out there and I sit down at the table and I looked at Caroline and I'm like, I think I gotta go home. She was like, why? And I'm like, look. And she was like, don't worry about it. I'm like, I'm covered in piss water. I think I have to go home. She's like, have some fries. So I'm sitting there. I had some fries. And I was like, no, I got to go home. So I got in the cab. They got me. I said, just drop me off at the corner. I walked home. Actually did like a walk by vomit. Like, I actually did. Like, as I was walking, just threw up. And then got home, and he's sitting there with the puss on because I got home, I guess, a little late, and that's it. I went to bed, and he had to work the next day, so I had to watch my son, and that hangover that I had, I said I would never drink again as long as he is little, and I never did. The next time I drank was with him when he was like older, was when I was on vacation. And he never saw me like funny before, so yeah. Now it's like, Ma, you're gonna get drunk, right? Yeah. But up until that point, that was pretty funny. I wasn't really embarrassed because I was drunk, but if I was sober, I would have been mortified.
Oh, you silly goose, lady.
Don't drink Merlot again either.
I ate dinner in my house. They have good burgers. Ooh, Red Robin. I like Red Robin. Red Robin's not that bad. I do love myself Jackson Hole, though. Let's see. Let's go on to the next one. What is the craziest thing you ever did? Craziest thing I ever did. I don't know. Craziest and maybe stupidest thing was probably when I was in the Army. And we were down in Panama. Mm-hmm. The first day we went over to where the coral reefs are, and you can see all the coral reefs. Yeah. Beautiful. You could see the fish and everything. We didn't have time because we were doing training, and we said we're going to come back the next day. So the next day we go back, but a storm happened that night, so the water was murky. You couldn't see anything. But stupid me decided we're going to hop over the coral reefs and go try to find fish and all this other stuff. So on the way trying to get back, so all right, I skipped a little part. You have to swim from a beach area out to the coral reefs, and there's gaps in between it and stuff, and one thing I didn't know, this is heavily shark infested over there, so the water's murky and everything. I go to jump from one coral reef to another coral reef, and I missed, and I ended up in between them. Come up, not thinking anything of it, going to jump over to a coral reef so I could swim back to shore, and everybody's like, yo, Conklin, look at your leg. I was like, what are you talking about? Look at my... The coral's so sharp, I have about an 8-inch, probably an 8-inch gash all the way through, almost all the way through my whole muscle. So now the crazy part comes in, or the stupidest part, and nobody wanted to swim back with me because my leg is wide open, drips of blood coming out, shark-infested waters, and everyone's like, nope. We're not swimming back with you, Conklin. We're not swimming. I ended up, one guy did swim back with me, and I had to go get my leg all sewn up. So that was probably the stupidest, craziest thing I ever did, was go swimming somewhere where we shouldn't have been swimming. The doctor actually said, lucky. Well, one, he's never seen a cut on the leg like that from the coral. Usually it's hands and feet. But he said, luckily, I was able to grab on because of how those coral reefs are. If I would have went down any further and my head got trapped, he said I would have never came up. They would have been looking for my body. So that's probably the craziest, stupidest thing I ever did, was going swimming with a wide open leg in sharky water.
Well, we have to clarify. Like, what would you consider crazy?
I don't know. It's the craziest thing I have ever done, I think. I never jumped out of a plane.
No, I never did that.
We never jumped out of planes. I climbed the cliff in Panama. Climbed that huge cliff in Panama. That's crazy. Yeah. Something I thought I'd never do. I'm trying to think of crazy things.
I ran around.
We did a lot of stupid things. I don't know if I classify them as
like
crazy.
Stupid. Like, I ran around the block on a Truth or Dare with my shirt and brassiere off. Once.
We used to go down to where all the hookers were and throw dog bones at them until we got chased by the pimps with guns.
That's crazy. I did like
go haggle with the hookers and then throw dog bones.
That's terrible. They got to make a living. Like, you know,
it was fun. It was fun. Oh, look who's here, Jeff. There's your buddy Jeff. You got to give him the finger.
I know. Hey Jeff, how are you? I haven't seen you. I was asking about you last week.
He was.
I did. He
Thomas
was.
drove-
Last time I checked, I had
I
boobs.
said, oh, that's right. Yeah, you do have boobs.
Thanks.
Drove 5 to 6 miles real early in
Well,
the morning,
you could
crossing
be
back and forth
a
lane
fat
to lane,
man.
and each light inter- Oh boy,
What happened?
I've gone diving with sharks. Was so cool.
Diving with sharks. Let me tell you
Yeah, but
something.
I didn't know
No.
I don't know where the sharks were, Shu, and I'm lucky
Yeah.
that I did not. I did not get torn up. That was a bad cut.
I think that crazy. Well, I drove overnight to Canada once,
That's not crazy.
but that's not crazy. That's like,
Running around with your boobies hanging out. That was crazy.
well, that was truth or dare.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
That's stupid.
Crazy stupid. Like mine was
Crazy,
crazy
yeah.
stupid. Where was I when you were running around with your boobies out? We got to get an instant replay of that one.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, the things that are coming out on this show,
Yeah, no, I mean,
huh?
Yeah,
we did.
I didn't-
I think
I
in the city we
do-
did more stupid stuff than crazy stuff.
yeah, yeah, I don't think I did anything crazy. Like everybody does when you go out all night, but you tell your parents that you're sleeping at someone else's house, they don't check on you. You do like
Well, the thing
crazy
I did
stuff
was
that
go.
way.
Ooh, hand gliding. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I'm afraid of heights.
The sea turtles had nitrous oxide to get away from the
I did
sharks.
zip lining. I did zip lining once.
That's pretty
That
crazy.
was
That's
fun.
like a crazy thing to do.
That was fun. I would never jump out of a plane. My friend Christine, she did. She jumped out of a plane. She called her father and said, "Dad, like something like, Dad, I just want to tell you that if I die, I love you." And then she hung up. Like, well, why would
That's
you do-
messed up.
She's not afraid of heights.
That is messed
at
up.
all. I am. I jumped in the fishery, not thinking that there were sharks there.
They don't know what the fishery is.
So when we used to go
That's
down,
a little crazy.
we used to
but
go
you didn't
down
know.
to the shore. Yeah, we used to go down to the Jersey Shore a lot. Not like Jersey Shore,
The
like you
Bobbins.
see on like what's his name?
I'm sure they
Snooki
did.
and all them. But we were down near, I guess, Long Beach Island maybe, and there is an area called the fishery, and I guess that's where they do the chumming and stuff for shark fishing. I don't know.
No, the
but-
fishery is a fish plant where they get the fish,
Oh,
get them all gutted up to move off to the fish stores. You know, when you go to the fish store and the head's cut off, tail's
Right.
cut off, gutted, and that all goes into the water, so the sharks are all around there.
oh. So we decided to stop the boat, and his friend jumps in. So then I jump in, but his friend got back in the boat like right away, and I'm like swimming around like, oh, this is so nice, and he's like very calmly, but you could see he wasn't calm. He's like, Kelly, get back in the boat now, get back. And I'm saying, oh, well, you're a puss because you can't swim as good as me, like I was just being stupid, and he's like, get the out of that water right now.
And then Marlon was
So
telling
that-
you to get the
yeah, and Marlon was like, get out of that water. So then I finally did, and I said, what's in there? Like, this area is sharks. And I was like, I love sharks. I respect them. I think we should leave them alone. But
Oh, Bud is back.
I won't go in the ocean anymore. Not after some things that I've been. I like YouTube stupid stuff, and I'm not doing it again.
All right, next question is easy. When we go to a restaurant, this is why Kelly and I do not sit this way. I sit over there, and she sits over here because she's a lefty and I'm a righty. If we eat, we do this.
Yeah.
We bump into everything for me is righty.
Yeah.
Shoot, I play hockey righty. Shoot pool righty. I bowl righty.
I
I
bat
right righty.
righty?
I bat righty. Which way do you swing? Show me. You're a righty.
Oh, all right. I bat righty. I bowl lefty.
You throw lefty.
I throw lefty.
I do everything absolute righty.
Well, so I'm the one, like, if we go and sit to eat in a booth, I have to sit on the inside so I'm not sitting next to anyone. So, yeah.
And the best thing was New Jersey has special stuff for left-handed people. Scholarships. Special
We
scholarships for
were sitting there one
left-handed
day, and they're like, no. It's the way they said it. They were like, oh, we have scholarships, we have this, we have that, and we even
No.
have special scholarships for left-handed people. And I was like,
they started off, we have scholarships for mentally challenged people, autistic people, this
Yeah,
people,
like-
that people, and we also have special scholarships
for left-handed people. I was like,
And we thought we misheard it until we heard the commercial for about another 5 or 6 times. It's like, holy
I was
crap.
like, that's okay.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Lefty and righty. I do everything righty. Everything I do is righty. My best friend was a shark. I caught a shark in a farm pond in Kansas. Oh, Jesus Christ. Craziest thing for me, I stepped over the mat and copperhead snakes twice. Oh, mating copperhead snakes. That's,
Are you? Did you?
That's nuts.
How do you not? Well, all right. I'm not gonna, because that would
My
imply
uncle-
you weren't like thinking. But how could you not see
My
that?
uncle lived up in Connecticut.
Oh
and
my
had the,
God.
The stone walls.
Yeah.
He was like, stay away from those because there was always copperheads in those stone walls. All right, let's see. What do we do for a living? Everybody knows what I do for a living. I install internet TV
He's
and
the
telephone.
phone guy.
I'm the phone guy. I'm the cable guy, phone guy. I've been doing that for 28 years. And yeah, nothing exciting about my job. Nothing exciting at all.
I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
Moving on. No, I was a secretary, legal secretary for 20 years. I did that. Always regretted not finishing school. Always wanted to finish school. Kept trying to finish school, and it just wasn't happening. And then my son said to me, you know, he said I should be a teacher. And I said, oh, really? What kind of teacher? And he said, a history teacher, mommy. That's what he used to say. And I said, why? And he goes, because I don't like social studies, but you make me like it, I guess. So I said, okay. So I called Kenny and I said, I want to go back to school. And he said, okay. And that was that. So that's what I do.
That was an easy question for me. These guys know what I do for a long, long time. All right. Next up, snacks, salt or sweet?
Sweet.
None. She's the snacker.
He's
I don't
the most
snack.
boring friggin' person.
No snacks
and
at all.
All right.
If you count soda as a snack, that's my snack. No,
I
don't-
bake.
Potato chips,
You know,
no
like-
cakes, no nothing.
Do you know how hard it is for me? Like when I make something and I want
ice
him
cream.
to try it, and he'll be like, "It's good. I don't really like sweets," and he's got to tell me that. I know this guy for a long time, and every fucking time I give him something, he's like, "I don't really like sweets." I know that. Just try it. It's just tell me if it's good. Yeah, it's good. I'm just not a sweet guy. I know that.
Like
You don't have to
those
say
apple
it.
cupcake things that you keep promising Dan. Those were good, but yeah, we got people saying sweet. No, me nothing. No, I don't snack.
If I want something,
I barely eat.
if I want something salty, it's like it's usually like nachos with cheese, but like the stuff in a jar. I'm not fancy. Or
That'll snack.
I won't have tortilla chips with just salsa. I won't do that. I like the cheese. Or potato chips and onion dip.
Yeah, but if I snack, it's like I won't go to the closet to look for a snack like you do.
Yeah. Even though I know nothing's in there.
The only time I'll go for a snack is like if she has it out and I'm like, all right, but I'm not a snacker.
Yeah, like if I have like a piece of chocolate.
If I had to choose, I'd choose salty over sweet.
Yeah, you're more of a salty person. Salty.
If I had to choose, but like I said, I'm not really a snacker. I barely eat.
And I'm specific. Like if someone says, "Oh, what kind of sweet?" I'm not like my go-to is not like ice cream or even cookies. I always want something like fudgy, something like a brownie or cake or a cupcake. Like I'm specific, Like I like the Swiss. What is that? I like.
Okay, can you find the snake?
Yes, it was right there.
That's what it looked like to Spence walking.
I'm afraid I don't like snakes.
I know you don't.
Snakes.
Chris doesn't like snake.
Snakes and little people.
Chrissy doesn't like snakes. Oh. Did we ever tell them that? Well, we'll tell them at the end. We'll make up a new question at the end.
No.
Yes, we're gonna make up a new question at the end. Okay. All-time favorite actor or actress?
You go first.
I'll go first. Again, not a big movie person or TV person.
I don't know how we stayed together so long.
I like music. Music would be my favorite, but I would say my all-time favorite actor, because I like old movies and stuff. I'd say Bing Crosby. I love Bing Crosby. I love his movies. What's wrong with that?
You like feel-good movies.
Well, I like Bing Crosby.
Okay.
He would be my favorite actor.
What about actress? You're gonna
My
say
favorite.
mine.
No, well, it's either actor or actress. But my favorite actress. Who were you gonna say? I was gonna say
You're gonna say it's mine.
yours.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite actress?
I'll tell them. I'll tell the audience in a minute.
Actress. I'm trying to think. Actress. Who would be my favorite actress? I don't even know. I don't have a favorite actress. Really don't. I'm not big into movies. Or
so
TV.
What was it that girl you like?
Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah.
Well, Kate Beckinsale wouldn't be my favorite actress. She'd be the actress I'd want to bang.
Yeah. I think she's a slut too.
She is a slut.
I think she is.
She's a slut.
I heard Matt
If you're
Dillon.
watching Kate Beckinsale, you're not a slut. I love you.
I heard. Yeah, sorry. But she's beautiful. So
She is
She
beautiful.
can do what she wants.
She can. She is a beautiful woman. But favorite actress? I don't know. Who's your favorite actress?
Meryl Streep.
Oh, that's not my favorite actress. That's not my favorite actress. Not even close. If I had to pick.
Yeah, but you go for looks. You're going.
What
for looks.
What else do you go with for an actress?
Ability.
They can mess up lines all they want as long as they're good looking.
Ugh. No.
Not everybody can be a Bing Crosby. I'm sorry, I like old movies.
Look, no, I have.
Jimmy Stewart. I like Jimmy Stewart.
Okay, yeah. No, I have no problem with you liking Big Crow. When I think of like actor or actress, I think it's like based on ability. Like when you look like there are certain actors like you like Keanu Reeves. Love
worst
him.
actor ever.
Love him. Think that he's a wonderful, cool guy. I wouldn't say he's the worst actor, but there's certain roles that he took where his
Chris
lack
Pratt?
of
Oh, there you go.
know,
Selma Hayek.
couldn't.
Selma.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
good
she's
one.
funny.
Dennis Quaid. Clint Eastwood and Harrison Ford. Elizabeth Montgomery. Ryan Reynolds. He's a Canadian treasure.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt. She's freaking hot, Kenny. Yeah. My father and uncle caddied for Crosby and Hope at the country club when they were teens and early 50s. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I love Bing Crosby. I love all the old. I like old movies. I like the old black and white movies.
Yeah.
They are definitely my favorite. So yeah, Bing Crosby. Actress. You know who I'd say I love watching? Betty White. If I had to pick, I love Betty White.
Yeah, she is funny.
No. You know who my favorite actress is?
Jesus. Wahoo.
Now I know. I don't even know why I didn't even freaking should have clicked right away. Maureen O'Hara. I love Maureen O'Hara.
Yeah. Never saw her until I said.
I saw her.
That's a lie. I said.
I've seen Miracle on 34th Street ever since I
Yeah,
was
but
a
you
kid.
never paid attention. I said, let's watch The Quiet Man. And you went, oh my God, she's beautiful. I said, Maureen O'Hara. And then you were like, oh, she was the Miracle on 34th Street. And then that was it. And then you got, that was like, yeah, he loves.
What's up, Ken? What's going on? Yeah, Maureen O'Hara. I love that's Bing Crosby and Maureen O'Hara. Those are my top two.
Okay.
Top two. Who you got?
My favorite actress I said was Meryl Streep. And she could do anything, play any role and kill it every time, becomes the character. And I dare anyone who disagrees with me has never seen her in Sophie's Choice, Kramer versus Kramer, French Lieutenant's Wife. What else has she been in? Thatcher. What's that movie? The Bridges of Madison County. She's incredible. Her range is ridiculous.
Leslie Nielsen.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yes,
it's a toss-up.
Quiet Man, best movie ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great movie.
It's a three-way tie. My favorite actor.
Daniel Day-Lewis. What's his name that played the Joker?
Heath Ledger. And Gary Oldman. Yeah. He
Severus Snape. Not Severus Snape.
Yeah.
Fuck, I fucked that up.
No. Sirius Black.
Sirius Black.
He was the first time I ever saw Gary Oldman was when he played Sid Vicious from the Sex Pistols in Sid and Nancy. It was his first feature film, and he was so good. And he plays if you ever saw him in The Professional, or just the roles that he plays. He plays such a good bad guy, but he's such an incredible actor. And Daniel Day-Lewis, I mean, method actor to the extreme, but a very interesting person. I think very interesting, and and I found it was and Heath Ledger, had he lived, I believe wholeheartedly that he would have been another Daniel Day-Lewis, and I thought it was kind of cool because
Oldman's a great actor. He can do it. Yeah, he can.
Daniel
Did
Day-Lewis
the Drex.
Yeah, Drexel. Yeah. When he won for There Will Be Blood, like, and he won the SAG award, like he swept, and
Hans Gruber.
yeah, he dedicated it to Heath Ledger, that award. If you ever curious, you could watch it on YouTube. Him, that was very sweet.
Yeah, Alan Rickman
yeah.
was
But
a good actor.
and word on the street is that Martin Scorsese is going to be directing a film that he wants Daniel Day-Lewis to be in it. And I hope so, because whatever it is, it's like when he's in a movie, forget everybody else, because he's just going to win. He's just going to win.
Boris Karloff, good one. Good choice.
Oh, okay.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
Next one's a tough one. Favorite TV show. It's got to be something I could watch over and over. Like, I got a lot.
I didn't ask for
favorite
movie. Because
No,
they say
no.
favorite movie.
No.
I'm the movie person.
She is the movie person.
Big time.
Favorite TV show. This TV show, I've watched a lot of TV shows, but I'd have to say it would have to be something I can watch over and over and over. And I'd have,
you.
yeah, Law and Order Special Victims Unit would be my number one, because I can watch until you get to the new episodes.
Episodes?
Yeah, episodes.
Episodes?
Episodes. Giving Chris fucking material, man. Giving Chris material. But yeah,
I'm gonna see some episodes. They're mini episodes.
Law and Order SVU would be my favorite.
Well, he's in love with Olivia Benson.
But I love the show.
Yeah, no, it's a great show.
Up until they got stupid.
Well, they're going with
Everything
where things are right
Everything
now.
jumps the shark. But yes, Stargate. See, if I got to pick one, it's SVU. Then it would be Star Trek, the original series. I can watch that over and over again. Hill Street Blues. I loved cop shows. I love cop shows.
Hill Street Blues.
Yeah, Hill Street Blues was good.
Oh God, I can't.
Flipper.
I can't. There's too many.
You know what? I'll tell you what. One of my favorite TV shows ever. Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, that's one of mine.
Love a Little House.
Yeah.
I do. I've watched that since I'm a kid. Little House.
Don't do it.
Oh.
Don't do it, Kenny.
Oh,
don't do this to me.
I wouldn't even think about it. No. I didn't even think about it.
That's why I thought you were laughing.
No, I was just laughing because these guys are going to make fun of me for saying Little House on the Prairie is one of my favorite shows. Don't. You want to see something great, guys? Okay, I won't. Here, put your earmuffs on. Kelly gets very sensitive about Pa Ingalls, and I won't say anything because I don't want to make her cry on camera. Okay.
I heard it.
I know, but still, earmuffs. So what's your favorite Law and Order SVU is my favorite TV show. But there's a bunch that I really like.
Yeah, there's too many, because it's like if you drama, like if you're going old school.
MASH. MASH is another great one.
Benson.
See, Hill Street Blues.
Taxi.
Taxi was great.
The
original Frasier was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Seinfeld fan.
I don't like Jerry's. I don't like Seinfeld.
Cheers was really good.
I liked Three's Company. I love the Carol Burnett Show. All in the Family.
I love Two and a Half Men before.
Good Times,
Good Times.
What's happening with Raj and Rerun. Dwayne. But then
I know, Mike.
The Golden Girls, great.
The Bionic Man.
Yeah.
Bionic Man's another good one. Yeah, there are way too many. There's way too many good.
But in most
TV
recent
shows.
years, it would be
Everybody Loves Raymond.
Everybody Loves Raymond's great one. Friends. R.I.P. Matthew Perry. Oh, still breaks my heart.
Friends, yeah. House was an awesome
House.
show.
Let me tell you something. Hugh Laurie was not a handsome man, but oh my God, I would have betted him in a heartbeat. Complex, so smart, and just had that way.
House is definitely a great show. The Jeffersons, that's right.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
Yeah. Yep.
Moving on up. The Simpsons. She never watched The
I
Simpsons.
never
What's
watched an
going on,
episode.
John?
I never watched, and I wasn't one of those HBO people. I never saw The Sopranos. Don't shoot me.
Yeah, Star Trek
I
TOS
never
is a good one.
Saw Sex and the City. I never watched them.
See, I like
never
old
saw
shows like the Andy
Dexter.
Griffith Show,
I didn't
too.
see
Happy Days.
Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley. I love Laverne and Shirley. TV does suck these days.
But I think like in recent years, the two shows that I would watch over and over again is
The Waltons.
True Blood,
Looney Tunes rocks.
Sons of Anarchy.
7 Days. I've never seen that.
And now, I got hooked on.
That's our boy.
He's watching Creed. Listen to Creed. Lucifer.
Chico and the Man.
Oh God.
Sanford and Son.
Yeah. Now. Lucifer. That's a great. If you haven't seen that show, that's on Netflix. That's an incredible show. The show I watched The Boys with Kenny, not for children, and definitely not for children.
Boys.
I could barely handle it. The Bear. Shameless is great. That's kind of hard to watch though, but yeah, I loved the guy who played Lip Gallagher, right? So I saw like a coming attraction for the show, and I was like, oh, it looks kind of interesting. And not last year, but the year before, I was up at the Catskills, and I was like drying out because I was going at it hard. The people that I go with, that I meet up there with my friend, they're from Belfast, right? So they're heavy duty drinkers, but just on vacation. And so we were going at it like 2 nights in a row, going to bed at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So the day they left, I was like, I'm staying in the room. I'm just going to relax. And I said, let me see this show, The Bear. And I binge watched that in 8 hours. Oh my God. In one day, I watched the whole thing. That's an excellent show. Really, really good. I liked The Walking Dead for a while, but I wouldn't say all-time favorite. But there are just so many,
We're just doing a live show.
Yeah.
Come on through.
My all-time TV shows,
the
Knight
camera.
Rider. Oh God. Come on, Kit, let's go.
The Dukes of Hazzard.
What's the matter?
I can't get this stupid thing off.
Go ask your
Do you
grandmother
want me
or
to
somebody.
help you? Nanny went to bed.
I didn't do that.
Well, I told her to go lay down. The dogs have been alone. LOL. No, it isn't. 7 days. It was a cool show. Benny Hill. I gotta tell you, Benny Hill was so popular, but I never got into that. Lucifer's good. Witcher. My old time.
Voyager, awesome show. There are a lot of shows. It's hard to pick number one, but to pick number one, I have to say SVU.
I don't have a favorite.
SVU.
I can't.
Okay. Should we go on to the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever serve in the armed forces?
Every day.
I have. I served in the United States Army. Delta Company, 1st of the 187th Infantry. Rakkasan, 101st Airborne. Yes, indeed. Very proud of my unit.
Yes, he
Very proud, 101st Airborne. Veteran. Yes.
I think it's
I go
cute.
nowhere without something that says
No,
101st Airborne.
I think it's very
on it.
cute. He goes. He's very.
What's going on, Ken?
Very nice. He's very gracious. And when we
Benny's
go out,
Air Force.
and there's usually and like he'll always at some point run into an older man, like an elderly man who will be wearing an armed forces hat, and he'll go up to Kenny and thank him, and they'll shake hands and thank for service, and then they'll sit and they'll
There's
chit
always the
chat for a
little
little
old man
bit.
that salutes me.
Yeah, they're like a little salute, and that's nice, I'm so thank you for not making me cry,
No, I won't make you cry.
but I can
yes,
thinking about
Yeah.
it.
And my job in the military, I was a 11 series, which is infantry, 11 Hotel Echo Niner. I got to play with big missiles on Humvees, which was nice. The Echo Niner, the identifier is just I can do both track and Humvee. That's it. Did you serve in the military? We got a lot of military people in here.
Thank you for your service. No,
Eric was, Dan was,
I would never cut my
Benny
hair.
was.
Mm-mm.
You don't, as a woman, you don't have to cut your hair. You'd have
Yeah,
to have it
but
in a tight bun.
Yeah, but no, he no, I never thought of no, mm-mm. Never thought about
It's
doing
okay.
it.
I did for both of us.
Thanks again.
Did my job.
I think I could. I think that if this was like 15 years ago, I think I could have kicked ass.
What's going on, Charlie Mack?
But no, I never did.
97 Security Police Squadron.
Have you
I went
ever
in
been
for MP but couldn't
arrested?
do it because I'm colorblind. So, and that's right, Dirk. Dirk is another Air Force guy. Another Air Force guy right there. So we got a bunch. We got a bunch of veterans.
What?
Not all of them are here.
The next question is: have you ever been arrested? What constitutes arrested?
Being in cuffs and getting arrested.
Then no.
Nope, I've
Never
never
was.
been arrested. Been very close to being arrested for a lot of things, but never been arrested. Plus, I had the get out of jail free card. My cousin is was a retired. He's a retired captain from the NYPD, so I would be able to throw the name and weight around a little bit and get out of trouble. But yes, I've done a lot of things where I should have been arrested. I've been confronted by police officers and let go, but no, never physically put in handcuffs and taken downtown. No, not me. Not you either.
No.
So no arrests in this family. No arrests. Well, finding out my great-grandfather was arrested. He was a criminal.
Yeah, I found. Well, yeah. Well, now I don't feel so bad because I found out that my well, I shouldn't say IRA on TV.
Why not?
Oh, okay. So my father was from Belfast,
Cuff stuffed and
right?
printed.
And
Coast Guard for shoe.
he had like an interesting story, which I'm not going to get into, but he lived in Belfast, and my grandmother was Southern Irish, so she was Catholic, and my grandfather was Protestant, right, which is like the big thing over there. And they lived in England, but he was connected to the IRA, you know, and my uncle apparently was very heavily involved, and he had to flee the country, and I won't say where he went because I just kind of heard about this. He's probably dead by now, but still. And my cousin, I found out, was a drug runner, not a drug runner, a gun runner in the States for the cause. So sort of like Sons of Anarchy. And I should think that that's kind of cool, but to me it's kind of cool. So I was like,
Criminals.
wow,
We're all
I have
criminals.
criminals in my family. And then, well, it depends on how you look at it,
right.
but I guess. And
Oh
then
no!
my mom is
we got
doing.
one arrestee. I was arrested once just because of a breakup. We got two arrestees. And I was sent to Australia for being nobody. Sent to Australia for being a criminal. Oh boy!
That's funny.
All right, next one. Have you ever paid for sex?
Nope.
What's the tally up to now that I owe you?
Oh. I really owe you.
I'll take money. No, I've never
No.
ever paid for sex, but every man knows if you date a girl, you go on a single date, you date her for a long time, you get married, you get engaged, whatever it is, you're paying for the P, no matter what. The P is never free, or the V, because there was a video out there about the V, the first before V and after V. That was a modeling one too from Dirk. Before V, there was plenty of modeling. Then you found the V. It was less modeling, and then you went back to modeling. But no matter what, P is never free, or V is never free. D, the girls get it for free all the time. They don't got it. They don't got to frickin' pay a dime.
Because men are like, they'll lower their standards for anything.
We all do. Yes, we do, Benny. We all pay for it. Men always pay for it. It might not be cash. Could be a nice dinner, a bouquet of flowers.
Then you owe me big time.
I'm Poe.
Big time.
I'm Poe.
You Poe.
I'm Poe. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I gotta go take a loan
Oh my
from the
God.
bank. Yes,
you
no.
are lucky. Let me tell you something.
Never ever paid for sex.
Thank you. You're lucky fucking stars that you're married to me because I am cheap. I'm cheap.
Cheap date.
Yeah.
You're a good woman though.
Thank you.
You are. Good woman. All right. Have we ever paid for sex? No, that's a no for us.
No.
What is your favorite band or performer? Kelly knows my favorite band.
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin. Yeah. Led Zeppelin is my all-time favorite band. That's lucky enough. I didn't get to see him with John Bonham on the drums, but I did see Led Zeppelin kind of at Madison Square Garden. I forgot what year it was when my cousin got married. It was right after she got married. It was John Paul Jones, Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, and John Bonham's son was on the drums, and he played like his dad. It was freaking awesome. That was one of the best concerts I ever went to. It wasn't with Motley Crue. Vince Neil was on his own. I heard Vince Neil live.
And he
freaking sucked. He was the worst singer in the world. But Sammy Hagar,
you said was great.
Freaking incredible live. Sammy Hagar was incredible live. But Led Zeppelin, my favorite band.
Yep, it is.
It's his.
Tis. The Beatles, for sure.
Ooh, a Beatles.
Pink Floyd.
Oh, she went with the Beatles.
Pink Floyd, for sure.
So the rub and tugs give it to you on credit. No rub and tugs, Chris.
I think there's one over here, actually. I don't know.
Weird Al. That's two people that like Weird Al. Little Feet. Oh, good one. Olivia Newton-John. Seen her in
Xanadu.
Seen her in 40. I loved Olivia Newton-John, Xanadu.
She was beautiful.
Yeah. So your favorite band was the Beatles?
Yeah. But I like, I like the Rolling Stones. I like the Who. I liked
yeah, there's a lot of great bands out there.
Pink Floyd. I actually the mothers and my son and I, we went to see a show last week in Jersey, and they do a Pink Floyd laser show. And
the planetarium.
Well, they used to.
Yeah.
I saw the guy I was dating at the time who actually took me places.
You know who would know about the Dirk and Omar would know about the planetarium freaking laser shows.
Yeah, we went. We saw Pink Floyd, and that was like, I can't. If you've been there, you get it. If you haven't, it's indescribable. It's really, really cool. I think one of the most interesting stories was my favorite.
That sucks, Benny.
What?
He had tickets for Zeppelin twice and canceled both times.
Oh.
Going to see Sammy again this summer. Oh, cool. Sammy was so good in concert.
Yeah, I know. I think my favorite.
REO Speedwagon.
Everybody who likes Pink Floyd always likes Dark Side of the Moon,
Yeah,
and I wasn't even The Wall. I was Shine on You Crazy Diamond. That was my the songs that I liked.
You can always tell, like, when people like a band and say they're their favorite, and then you ask them their favorite album, and if they pick a certain album, they're not true fans.
And if you listen to Dark Side of the Moon and watch The Wizard of Oz, if you're high, I see the connection. But if you're not, there isn't. They said that's how, if you all have heard that if you listen to the whole album from beginning to end and you watch Wizard of Oz, like if you time it, it's like, they said there's some sort of connection.
You gotta be stoned. Gotta be super stoned.
Guilty. And I saw the connection, but the devil's lettuce will do that to you, I guess.
Ooh, Metallica. Good choice. Top 3 desert island discs.
I don't know what that is.
Favorite albums. Top 3 albums to bring with you if you're trapped on a desert island. Something that you can listen to over and over again. I'll go first. So you think about it. It's not easy for me, but I know what I would bring. I would bring Alice in Chains, Jar of Flies. Love that album. Great freaking album. I'd bring Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy. Another freaking great album. And then everybody's going to be like, boo, hiss. But you should know what I'm going to say. I'm going to have to bring an album, and it's going to have to be like the 100 greatest Christmas classics of all time, because I could listen to Christmas music all year long.
Yeah.
All freaking year long, I could listen to Christmas music. So it'll have to have freaking all the old artists: Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Freaking who's it? Andy Williams, I think it is. A whole bunch of. So that would be
Oh.
House of the Holy, Jar of Flies, and Christmas music.
You know who I left out though?
Of what?
The best performer. I cannot forget it. Barbara Streisand.
There you go.
She beautiful
There you go.
voice.
There you go.
And a great
ABBA.
actress.
I just was listening to ABBA today.
If you change your mind,
Vanishing Point soundtrack, Dark Side of the Moon.
free. Take a chance on me.
So, what 3 albums would you bring on a desert?
I don't know albums, man.
Yeah, you're not a music person.
Something.
So say something from the Beatles. You know, you don't have to know the specific album.
I like the White Album. For sure. I would say I like the older stuff, not the when they first came out. I mean, it's like, 8 days a week. Yeah, that's kind of cool, but I like the older stuff better. Or Sgt. Pepper. That one. Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. Because it's just, I don't know. I was always a big Tommy Lee fan.
Crew.
Something, I should say something Ozzy. Not Black Sabbath.
Oh,
Ozzy.
see, there's another Houses of the Holy fan. Great friggin' album.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I was just say maybe Rod Stewart. No, I don't know. I think that when iTunes came out,
You would have to have
something David Bowie for sure.
You would have to have a VCR in movies.
Yeah, and when I watch movies, I have them. When I had my VCR, I categorized my movies according to season and time of day.
Music surfing is good.
So, in other words, and once I explain it, you'll get it. If you watch a movie, like I won't watch Halloween in the middle of the summer during the day, right? When are you going to watch it? You're going to watch it in the fall at night. If you are watching, I don't know, give me something. The Godfather. That I could watch, that I guess I could watch probably in the spring or the summer, because the weather in the movie was never really cold. So that would definitely be like a night movie.
Star Trek, the motion picture. Star Trek, the motion picture.
I don't want Star Trek. I will never like Star Trek. I've never been a Trekkie.
The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, okay. So that would be, I would say that would be Winter Night.
There you go. There you go. So that's 15 questions, but we're going to add a question.
What?
We're going to add a question to the list. We're going to make a 16th question, and the question is going to be, what is your biggest fear?
I don't want to say. I don't want to offend anybody.
You won't offend anybody. You want me to ask you? Hold on. She doesn't want to offend anybody, so I'll ask, are there any little people in the audience? Kelly, what's your biggest fear?
Dwarves.
Dwarves. Dwarves are her. Yo, we used to have a guy named Kenny over here at Wawa, little dwarf. Come on, what do you want? He'd be all gruff and stuff. The dude needed a little fucking milk crate to get up to the cash register, and if she saw him, she would put her head down and her hood up, give me whatever she was holding, and leave. Because she's scared of dwarfs, and it's all her mother's fault. What was the name of the movie?
Don't Look Now.
Don't Look Now. There's a little dwarf in a red slicker. And she watched it when she was a little kid, and her mom should have never made her watch this movie. Yeah. She almost jumped out a second-story window because she's that scared of dwarfs. What I did to her is I got a little red slicker. I don't even know where we got that thing from.
I don't know.
Put the little hood on. I had a kitchen knife, and I got on my knees, and I was chasing her like the dwarf.
He looked like the dwarf.
And she went for our second floor window. Was going to jump out. My brother had to seriously tell me to stop before she jumped out the window.
Because he said she's going, and that was it. No, my mom is this movie,
Don't be offended, Chris. Little people smell like cabbage.
it was a UK movie. Don't Look Now with
Old Little Kenny at Wawa. Yeah, there is an Old Little Kenny at Wawa.
Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie. It came out in 1973, 71 or 73, and it was
They do have
actually
little hands.
it was actually very popular because of its controversy. Because apparently that was the first movie up until that point that showed
V?
cunnilingus.
Oh,
Yeah, and I didn't see that part, but my mom had seen it when we were living in England, and I was too young, I don't know, but then she wanted, so now we're living, in the States, and it was on regular TV. There was no cable at that point, and she wanted to see
talk
this
up a bit so they
movie,
can hear you.
and she thought, she has said, oh, come watch this movie with me. Now, I guess she thought in her mind that because I was so young, I was like,
Dirk said
maybe
Wizard of Oz won't be one of the movies on the island with you.
I could see them on the TV. That doesn't bother. First, he would have been 59.
59.
I emailed. I've responded to his sister, wishing him a happy
Oh, yeah?
birthday. Yeah. So, I got the movie surprisingly, and there was a murderous little person in it, and it definitely traumatized me. And after that, I couldn't. It's really serious because I can't. I can't. And I can't talk about it too long or I'll get real upset. But I can't. So, like 25 years later, the movie was one of my lawyer friends. Everybody who knows me knows this. Everybody knows, right? And so one of the lawyers that I was working with, he came into the lunchroom one day. He's like, hey, Kelly, that movie's going to be on. He's like, why don't you watch it again? You'll see it as an adult. You'll get over your fear. I was with him. I said, okay.
Worst thing you could show me.
I said, Kenny, you got to watch this movie
This is
with
the
me.
worst
I
movie
want to
ever.
try to get over my fear. He's like, okay. Now, he's not a movie guy. So he fell asleep during this friggin' movie.
That's how bad the
and
movie
then
is.
it's just it's whatever. So I know the part's coming, and I'm starting to have like an anxiety attack, and I'm jumping. He's sleeping on the couch, and I'm jumping like I'm sitting on him, and he's like, what, whatever. And then he's like, that is what caused your fear, like that, and he doesn't get it, right? So one night we were at the bar, and one of his friends, God bless him, brought his friend who happened to be a little person.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, Mike's friend.
I grabbed my beer and ran in the bathroom and locked the door. And the guys knew, so they had to tell Mike, like, listen, he's like, Kelly is like deathly afraid. Like, you have to get him out of here. So he started laughing. He's like, oh my God, why? So... And it's bad. It's really bad.
Let me see what's up.
I
This
can't.
is the dwarf from the movie. The Dwarf Killer Explained. Don't look now. But that is the thing that scares. She look at it. She's covered. I am so horrible. I am so horrible. But that's the dwarf.
I went to get gas once, and that's
Okay,
the first time I saw the little person.
She's gone. She's gone.
And he came at me like I wasn't ready. And he came at me. What do you want? And I went. I just gave him my debit card. He probably thought something was wrong with me. I was like, gas? 20? Like, I couldn't even talk.
God. Oh my God.
No, I don't. No. I can't.
Good stuff.
I could watch him. I can't not in person though. And I wish, because I'm like the nicest person when it comes to so many things, like animals, people, elderly people, just people in general, no matter what it is. I'm always like I'm always nice. I'm always like,
Oh, see?
whatever.
She does have a little guy named Puda.
Oh, shut up. Don't mention the name. No, don't.
Hey, Jalen wants to know what happens if you got a dwarf
seriously.
student.
No, he's not my kid. I ain't talking about him.
No, but what happens if you seriously have a dwarf?
I got a fucking problem is what I got. That's a problem. And some of my students who graduated, they know, and they're like, yo, Missy. And I just pray every day that this is the year. And I
No
don't
dwarfs
know.
for you.
I never went to therapy about it for
Say
it.
hello
Like,
to my little friend.
Yeah, I never went to therapy for
Uh-oh,
it.
Spencer's waiting on my biggest fear. Yeah, can he answer your question? I'm going to answer my question. Kelly she's a typical woman and goes on and on and on and on. Right, Kel?
Well, you don't just say, "Oh, you don't like little people," and then,
No.
or you're afraid of little people, and not explain why. I want you to
That's
know,
right.
like, it comes from somewhere. It's not like it's just something that just grew, and it's bigger and bigger and bigger, and now it's just at that point where I just can't.
I'm a typical man. I just answer the question straight on. That's it. Good flat answer.
Don't be a dick.
No, my biggest fear is something happens to my puppies. That's my biggest fear. I'm always worried about the puppies. Always, especially my Willow. Oh boy, that girl.
Let me tell you something.
There was a day that she
Last
called and
year-
Willie was sick. Can I tell the story?
You
Will
weren't
jump?
there.
But I can tell what happened.
Okay.
Go ahead, you tell the
You
story.
tell.
No, go ahead. Since
No,
you,
no. Go ahead.
No.
No.
No, you do your thing. Here you go. There you go.
No.
No,
ahead.
no.
ahead. I don't want to.
You wanted to tell the story. You were there.
I was there.
Go
You
ahead,
weren't.
tell the story. You
So this one day, it was before school. It was before school started, and I was home with the
Take care, Ken.
babies. Bye, Ken. And Willow,
Good one, Omar.
Willow started throwing up, right, which is not uncommon. Like she always would like get into something that would make her sick. But what happened was she had like this look, like
Your mom said don't blame her for the dwarf. It's her fault,
it's
Mama.
it's her. She doesn't never likes to take responsibility, and no mother wants to take responsibility for screwing up their kid. And I get that, but
How ironic.
She did it.
Kelly has a big fear of little people.
yeah, it's
So go ahead,
it's
tell the
bad.
story.
Well, anyway,
But my biggest fear
so
is something with my dog.
she got this look like this, like she almost looked like she was having an episode, but then this eye started rolling, like she was having a stroke or a seizure or something, and thank God I already had a bra on, because I picked her up, and she's not light. I picked her. I called Kenny and I said, I'm taking Willow to the hospital. I didn't even say what was wrong. Do you want to say what you said? And I'm like a nervous wreck because I don't know, and I'm by myself. And he went, "What's the matter?" like that, and I went, I don't know. I got to get her to the hospital right now."
I said it exactly
And he
like that.
went, "Yes, you did." And he went, "Oh, she's just a baby," like that. And I'm like, "Can you pull?" Yes, you did. On my mother, you did. I was like, "Can you pull yourself together for a second?" Because I'm like a nervous wreck. I had to calm him down. So
Those are my babies.
he's trying to get out of work or whatever. I flew to Staten Island to the vet, and by the time I got her there, her eye wasn't rolling anymore. And I told them they did everything. They took this. The vet is phenomenal. They took every
Kelly's friends with
test.
the vets.
Yeah, I used to work there. They took every test, blood, urine, you name it. Nothing was wrong with her. She was completely healthy, and they said that is not as uncommon as you think it is. It isn't that uncommon. But they said she didn't have a seizure, she didn't have a stroke, nothing like that. But if anything were to happen again,
Medications, huh?
bring her back right away. But holy crap.
I cried over my dog because I was worried about her.
I know.
I love my dogs.
I
Most
know.
important thing.
It's ridiculous. Every time something goes wrong, they're looking, her eyes look, this one's eyes look glassy. Oh, this one may have a hot spot. We got to take her to the vet. We don't have to take her to the vet for every little thing.
Love my dogs.
I know you do. It's almost irrational.
Dogs are better than people.
Hey, I'm not complaining. I get a bet to myself. But
That's
I'm just saying.
That's right. How long we have the dogs now? 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years. 2 years, Kelly and I haven't slept in the same bed.
No. The occasional booty call, and then that's it. He goes into his room, and I go to mine. I stay in mine. And then I watch TV. It's great.
Oh, God. Viagra time. So that's it. 16 questions
Yeah.
from Dirk Pitt's video.
I
With Les
didn't know this.
Interesting.
I
Hold
thought
on,
we
hold
were
on.
going to be asking them questions.
No. Now, it's up to you guys. Now that we've done it and Dirk's done it, go over to Dirk's video. He's got all of these questions listed on the comment section, and take the time to do yourself a little video and answer the questions there. We did them live. This way we could get, kind of abuse each other. See, now that you put the story that way, I should tell him about Pa Ingalls.
Go ahead.
Tell him.
I know you want to do it, so just do it.
No, I won't do it to you. I won't do
You
it
can.
to you. Who wants to know about Pa Ingalls? I won't do it to you, Kelly. That's mean.
No, it's okay.
No,
I'm used to it. You do it all the time anyway.
No. I won't do it.
He does.
I promise I won't do it.
You know what it is?
I'll save it for another night.
Michael Landon, if you ever watch Little House on the Prairie, there's always that episode when he cries, if he cries. And no matter where I am, if I know that he's crying, I will cry. At the drop of a dime, I will start crying.
Yes, you will.
I can. I could do now just thinking about it.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. So we won't make Kelly cry.
The bonnet.
See, all you got to do is ask her, what happened with Mary's birthday when Pa sold his fiddle? Explain the story. What happened? What happened with Pa's fiddle?
Okay, so Mary went blind, so they moved to Winoka
The tears are coming.
so that they could be together, and they wanted to buy her a hat, and he tried to get a cash advance. They wouldn't give it to him.
But what did he do to get the
So
hat?
he sold his fiddle,
Oh,
and then so he could get the money, and then Carolyn saw it and found out, right? So the next thing you know, because she was blind, these guys were like harassing Mary, and Charles intervened and like beat them up, but then he got beat up. So he comes in, he's all busted up or whatever, but he didn't want Mary to know, and she couldn't see anyway, right? So they're saying, they're exchanging presents, and the next thing you know, they gave the Pa the fiddle.
how did they get Pa's fiddle back?
They saw it and they gave it back.
I'm so mean, but every time over Pa's fiddle. Oh, I sleep on the couch already.
That was the most important thing, was his music.
Yes, it was. We love Pa Ingalls. Poor Kelly. Oh,
Sorry?
my God.
Jasper?
Oh my God. Oh, Jasper the raccoon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we won't make you cry anymore
No
about
more. I can't.
My wife cries at shows and I laugh at her too. See? Chris does the same thing.
I wish I didn't.
All right. You want to see what every guy cried at? When Mr. Spock was in that chamber and he gave up his life, and him and Jim were talking to each other through the glass. When Mr. Spock dies, every dude cried at that. That's real. Except for Chris. Chris didn't cry. No, she cries at that all the time. Just to have fun at the dinner table, I'll bring up, what happened with Pa and his fiddle? and instead of just ignoring the question, it makes her cry more to tell the story. She starts telling the story and cries.
Or what about when Laura gave up Bunny to get her mother the stove? I'm sorry. And Pa made her the saddle. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna die over here.
I can't help
Yeah, I
it.
know, Chris. You were cheering Spock.
Ugh.
Oh, when the Enterprise blew up, that was sad too. That was very sad too.
I'm gonna make you watch Old Yeller.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
I'm gonna make you watch it.
Never seen it. Never seen it. Oh my goodness, that was fun. We've been on for almost 2 hours now. Oh, guys and girls, yeah. If you get a chance to do
I'm winded.
the 15, I know I'm laughing so hard. Do the 15 questions. Make a video. Add a question if you want. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully Dirk enjoyed it because he was looking forward to. We rambled on the questions, but that's okay. It's definitely entertaining.
Well, some of the questions weren't they're not hard to answer. They weren't hard
Don't
questions.
even bring that one up, Spence. That
Which
is
one?
sad.
Which one?
Never-ending story. When the horse dies in the swamp.
Are you nuts? No.
Oh my God! You want
No.
you want instant tears too? Hooch. You ever see the movie Turner and Hooch? Poor Hooch gets killed. There's certain things you can bring up, instant tears. Oh, I'm going to hell. I am going hell. Where the red fern grows. I never even heard of that. You ever hear that one?
No.
No. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. No more. I won't say any.
Hooch.
I know, poor Hooch.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
You want a tissue?
Yeah.
I should have paper towels. Oh my goodness. Here. Oh, poor Kelly.
Flicker.
Stop bringing him up.
No, there's so many.
Named my dog after the dragon Falcor. He died in. Oh, I'm sorry.
Who? What?
I have not watched Old Yeller since I was 5 years. I've never seen. What's going on, Chris? I've never seen
The fact
Old
that
Yeller.
he loves the dog so much, I should do like a Clockwork Orange. Like I should strap
I've
him
seen that
down with
movie.
his eyes open and make
Can
him
you get my
watch it,
glasses, please?
just to be a bitch.
You're not a bitch, though. You're very nice. You're very nice. Where the Red Fern Grows is a I've never even heard of that movie.
What is it?
Where the Red Fern Grows.
No.
Never even heard of it. I'll have to look that up. See what it's about.
The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Never heard of that either.
Yeah, that one. Oh, you know what movie makes him cry? Tears up.
The boxing movie?
Warrior.
Yeah.
I make him. I had it on.
Yeah,
I
at
said,
the
"You
end, I
watch
cry
this."
with
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
If you
Warrior.
haven't seen it, watch that one.
See, I'm glad, Benny. Somebody else is with me. Yeah, that definitely.
Yeah, that was it's good. Good movie. Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that's if you never seen that one, Warrior. Check that
That's a
movie
great
out.
movie.
Woo.
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, the old man.
End, when he said, "Tell me I'm a good man," and that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard one too. Trying to think. Tearjerkers.
Terms of Endearment. That one. Brian's Song. Brian Piccolo. And Gail Sayers. That was, and that was like such an important movie. It was such an important time because that was when like there was a lot of like racism and
Green
you know,
Mile.
and all that. I didn't see that movie. Surprisingly, I did not see that movie. Yeah, so many.
When they killed Dobby.
Oh God, he cried. He was crying. I said, "What's the matter?" He was reading the book.
No, the movie didn't make me cry. The book made me cry.
Yeah, the book. He was reading the book,
What's up, Bubba?
Hello.
and he's like,
do you know
"Dobby
that scare face?
died."
Which it's right under here because I was weighing the cocaine before.
Would you stop taking my food
It's
scale?
under here. There it is.
Yeah, sorry, honey.
I had to weigh the packages for the post office. Yeah, so I get cheaper rates.
Let's see. Saving Private Ryan almost gave my grandfather PTSD. He survived the Normandy. Oh my gosh.
The English Patient. I've never seen that.
That's a
Episode
good one.
1 Star Wars when I saw Jar Jar. Poor Omar cried out of freaking frustration. Jar
Which-
Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
I gotta order those microphones from B&H. So when we do sit here together,
I'm not coming on again.
you can come on again. Everybody loves
This
you.
was
They'd
rough.
rather see you than me.
This was rough.
Dirk will give you another 15 questions. Actually, I think he said he's got another video coming up with more questions.
Oh boy.
Even less interesting. We're gonna have to answer those too. But we won't make you cry again.
Oh, thank you. Don't
We
make
won't-
me
we-
cry again.
We won't make you cry. They like you. They don't like me.
Well, because you just showed them. You say like, "Oh, I'm so nice" or whatever, and then you say something you know is gonna make me cry.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
If I had to pick one movie of all time, I would have to pick Red Dawn, the original.
Oh.
Not the Red Dawn was a good movie. That was a good movie. Johnny, Get Your Gun. Dancer in the Dark. That film will destroy you. I've never even heard of that one either.
No, I never did. I didn't hear.
I'm not a big movie person, so
I am. So if it's like if it's,
She'll look these
I'll
up.
look it up. You know.
we'll definitely look these
And
up.
I'm not one of those people
The
who I
Lego
don't want to
movie.
know how I don't want to know how it ends. Like I don't care if it's a good movie.
Yeah, you could tell me a whole movie. I'll still watch
And
it.
I'll watch it. Like, oh, he's the worst person to watch a movie with, especially if he knows you've seen it.
Yeah, I want to know everything.
What is going to happen? You're going to know in 30 friggin' seconds.
Doesn't matter,
Shut
I wanna
up.
know.
Stop talking. Let's watch the movie. Oh, you think that... Oh, my God.
I like to know prehand.
But when I watch a movie, especially if it's something new, I'll watch it at least 5 more times because you always miss things and then you pick it
Especially
up.
when I'm watching it with you.
Let's watch Spotlight.
Fuck that movie.
It's a good movie. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. How many times did I see that?
That's a
one?
good movie.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. Somewhere in Time.
That-
That's why she knew she loved me.
That's the movie. No one I know of my age group at that time ever even heard of it. And when we first met, he said, "You want to watch a movie?" And I said, "Sure." He goes, "Okay, go pick a movie." And I saw that he had, I said, "You have Somewhere in Time?" He goes, "Yeah, it's a good movie." I was like, "Oh my God," and that was, yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, that's so sad.
It is a sad
my
movie.
God.
Damn it, he had to fucking find that penny. Right, it was a penny.
Was it penny
Or a dime.
or is it nickel?
No, it was a coin. I think it was
It
a
was a
penny.
coin,
I think
yeah.
it was a penny.
Yeah.
Omar, you remember if it was a penny or a dime? I don't remember. I could have sworn it was a penny that he
Yeah.
found. Might have been a
They're doing more and more research, and they're saying that like time travel is nothing new.
Yeah, when you boot me in the ass, I travel in time.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go. We've been on here a long
All right.
time. We got to make sure the puppies are good. We got to
All
take
right.
our old people medicine. So thank you everybody for hanging out, and
Thank you,
thank
guys.
you, Dirk, for all the questions.
Yes, thank you, Dirk.
We shall see you on Wednesday. I'll keep you guys up to date. Don't try to get in on the community yet. I'll let everybody know when it's up and running, and we'll be able to use the community again. It was a penny. See?
It was a penny?
Yes.
All right.
I remembered. As soon as I know it's up and running, I'll let everybody know, and we'll all get back on there. So again, everybody have a great night. It was
Next
a
time
lot
we'll
of fun.
just talk about stuff that you guys like.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll ask the community questions next
Yeah,
time.
that's what I thought we were doing.
No, this was for
This was rough.
for them to know about us.
Okay.
All right, everybody. We'll see you all soon.
Bye.
Take care, and bye-bye, everybody.